Hey, this is Gradigy again. If you're wondering why I have to stop these just before the 10-minute mark, it's because for some reason my YouTube videos can't exceed 10 minutes. If it does, they just don't upload, so you'll never see a video of mine longer than 10 minutes unless I can get that fixed. But in the last video, I was talking about the Opportunist feat card. The reason you want it on him is because it requires charge or running shot, which he has one of each most of the dial. He has running shot for the first 2 clicks on his white box, and then he has charge for the last 3 clicks of his dial. So, and as I was saying, what it does is if he doesn't have any action tokens on him at the end of the turn, which honestly he's not one of those figures that you want to move in as soon as possible because of his lack of damage reducers and no willpower, you put an Opportunist token on the feat card. And for every Opportunist token you have on the feat card, maximum of 4, you can remove those from that feat card and give him a +1 attack. And you really, really want that on this figure. Because he just does not have the amount of attack I would like for him to have. He only has 10 for 1 click, and then he clicks down to 9 and 8s, and then back up to 9, but still, I would like a 146-point figure. To be as expensive as he is, you would think he would, be better, and I don't know. If I hadn't traded for him, I wouldn't have bought him. It's a nice figure, though. I really like the DC does really well on dynamic poses. So, and that's all of those that you've already seen. So now I shall bring in something I recently bought on the eBays, and that is the Chase figure Batman. Now, I hadn't actually seen one of these in person until I purchased my own. Pictures do not do it justice, in all honesty. It doesn't look so bad on camera, but the pictures that I've seen on like HC Realms and on eBay and on the various sites I buy from, the smoke just looks bad. Like the pictures that I saw, it almost looked like the smoke was like engulfing him and trying to take him over. But whenever you see it in person, it looks more like he's actually producing the smoke and making it carry him. I don't know. You may think different, but it just seemed weird to me. Now, this figure is 208 points. He is a unique, so I don't know why you would want to use more than one of him. His starting stats are actually pretty awesome. 10 attack, 10 movement, 11 attack, 17 defense, and 4 damage with Outwit, Invuln, and 2 white boxes. And the 2 white boxes are, the first one for movement is Running Shot and Stealth, and Smoke Cloud as a free action once per turn. Now, that may not seem so good at first, or it may, I don't know. Well, I do. But if you think about it, you can use Smoke Cloud as a free action, Running Shot into the Smoke Cloud, gain Stealth, and then pop somebody for 4. So it's just awesome. And what's even better than that is he has 2 lightning bolts, and his second white box on his attack is barrier, incap, and super strength. So that means that you can Running Shot into Stealth and then incap 2 people immediately. And then even better, you can put Stunning Blow on him and Running Shot into Stealth, pop 2 people for 2 if you wanted to, 2 and 2, 1 and 3, it didn't matter, and put an action token on them. And then they can't do anything about it unless they're an Ultimates or a Superman or Trick Shot or Hot Hammer Thor Cap. But, most of the time, you are just going to, that is going to mess up whatever they have planned pretty quickly. just I wouldn't expect that to happen. I mean, to come from any figure, to just throw out a guaranteed area that I can running shot into stealth, and then incap 2 of your people, possibly making them take push damage and having them take 2 damage. And then, you know, if they did have, like if it were Captain America, you could immediately then outwit his power that lets him shoot into stealth. Let's take a little bit closer look at his dial. He never really gets bad. He has the only thing that changed there, if you noticed, was his movement. And then he becomes a little bit more up close just because he gained flurry, but I would probably still keep him back and in hindering. He doesn't lose anything terrible. He does get pulse wave though. So this is actually a figure you may, if you wanted to, put Nova Blast on. Because 10 range with 10 attack and 3 damage is pretty opportune for Nova Blast. I mean, it's not as good as other figures like Ultron, but it's still what I would probably do. Let's see if I can turn him. There we go. And then you see he gradually, for a couple clicks, he becomes a little bit more, you know, melee intensive, because he does get combat reflexes and flurry. But that quickly changes, because you can see he gets energy explosion, and this is one of those situational things, but that's actually better for him than other figures, because he gets 2 lightning bolts. If you noticed, he stopped having outwit and started having perplex. He keeps that for the rest of the dial. And then he gets back that free smoke cloud with running shot and stealth, which is just, it's the meanest power combination I think that you can give a character like this. It's just awesome. I mean, he running shots into stealth and perplexes, you know, up his damage or something, and then pops you for something. It's just good. And then he gets Nova, or Pulse Wave, so you can even Pulse Wave out for 5 and hit people while you're still in stealth. And still have Perplex. And then he loses the white box, as you can see up there, and he kind of sputters out and dies. Not a bad figure in any way, though. Not a bad figure. The only thing he's missing is Indomitable, which I really enjoyed having on figures, but the other version of him does, and he doesn't for some reason. Now I'm going to show the last one, and this may be a little rushed because I really didn't want to make this more than a 10-minute video, or a three segment part, and it is the Sinestro Corps Anti-Monitor. Now, whenever I see him in pictures, I was really, really, really excited to get this figure. I really was. But then I saw it, and that chest piece is simply glued on. I mean, I can push it, and you can almost hear it bend. I can. It's just like they glued that chest piece on there. I mean, you can even see a gap up there. This is the convention exclusive. He has Quintessence and Green Lantern Corps team ability. There, now you can see it. 400, 600, 800 points. I think I'm just going to leave it there. And you're just going to have to watch another video because I don't have near enough time to review him. So I'll have an Anti-Monitor Sinestro Corps video just for him. So, ha ha ha, that's a teaser. You better watch it. Play on.